WTWO Sports with Omar Tello.
Good evening, everybody. As we head toward the final weeks of the Prospect League season, the Terre Haute Rex are in perfect position to do something special. They own the league's best record and feature an offense that is humming and a pitching staff that's efficient and effective. Add it all up, and it's a recipe for a deep run into the playoffs. But first, the task at hand: beat Danville. Fourth inning, Rex up 2-0 and bases loaded for Robbie Enriquez. He's clutch. Nelson Muniz scores. Lorenzo Elon scores, and it's quickly 4-0. Later in the inning, Jarrett O'Leary up, and the throw goes to second. It's off target, and here comes Drew Ashley to make it 5-0. To the fifth, Chris Whelan has been on a tear lately, and he singles through the left side, eventually moved to third on an error. That brought up Jalbert Mello, and he hits a towering fly to left center. Eventually, it comes down and good enough to get Whelan home. But in a surprise, Danville rallies for 8 runs, and they win 8-6. Had a chance to catch up with manager Tyler Wampler recently on how he keeps the team sharp late in the season.
At this point, you know, it's hard to keep guys healthy. You tend to lose some arms due to innings limits or, you know, fatigue. So just trying to match up the bullpen to where we keep guys fresh as we can and just continue to battle in every situation we have.
The Rex head to Kokomo on Saturday and are back home for Danville on Sunday. On the gridiron, some local high school football stars earned a place on the South roster of the Indiana Football Coaches Association's 52nd North-South Classic. The action took place earlier tonight at North Central High School in Indianapolis. A few familiar faces from the Valley on the South team: Terre Haute North graduate and future Sycamore Nathan Barrett, along with Eastern Green's Caleb Hamilton. Dakota Caton was also on the roster, but an injury kept him out. First quarter, Danville's Ben Stevens makes this catch and races all the way down to the 5-yard line before fumbling the ball back over to North. But later in the first, Stevens gets his redemption as Avon's Cameron Missner sends this bullet to him in the end zone. South gets the first score of the Classic to go up 7-0. The next score comes less than a minute into the second quarter, this one for North, as Fort Wayne Snyder's Christian Covington runs one in, and we're tied at 7. But then a few minutes later, Missner sends another end zone pass to Stevens, giving South the lead. But North comes back to win 27-24. And hey, just a reminder, the first day of high school football practice is just a couple of weeks away on July 30th. And we'll close with the Wimbledon first men's semifinal, the matchup between Kevin Anderson and American John Isner. Isner holds the record for the longest match in history against Nicholas Mahut on center court back in 2010. Maybe he just enjoys the marathons. That's what we got today. We pick it up in the 5th set, Isner leading 7-6, but Anderson with a nice forehand winner ties it at 7-all. Then Isner answers. He's at the bottom of the screen. Anderson will go to the net, and what a hustle here from Isner, who goes up the line, and that takes the set 11-10 at that point. Now tied at 24 games each. Anderson top screen with a break point. The backhand sets this one up, and Anderson inches closer, 25-24. The final set lasted nearly 3 hours. Double match point for the South African, and after a brief exchange, Isner hits it wide, and Kevin Anderson wins 26-24 in the 5th set. He advances to Sunday's final, where he'll take on either Rafael Nadal or Novak Djokovic. Just an amazing match. It's the longest semifinal at 6 hours and 36 minutes. Pretty sure he'll get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow morning, Serena Williams will go for her 8th Wimbledon title against Angelique Kerber. If she wins, it would be her 24th major title. Even more impressive considering she just had a baby 10 months ago. And that's a wrap on sports. We're right back after this.